Hello, I'm Turan Shadman at HCTV, host of news show, Farmers Market. We will share with you different stories with different vendors from Herndon Market. We also will share with you recipes, tips, seasoning, and different products. Our guest tonight is John Dozensky with Town of Herndon. He will be actually explaining as how he has come about to manage the farm market and how he usually gets his vendors coming to the town.
That's correct.
And also explain the dates, months, and time and duration of the event. Would you please?
Sure. As well, thank you, Taryn, for inviting me here to start this new show, which is pretty exciting. Everybody loves farmers markets, and the Town of Herndon. Well, my title is Community Forester for the Town of Herndon, and I'm also the market manager for the Herndon Farmers Market. And I got involved with the farmers market back in 1990. Before that, there was a gentleman, assistant town manager, who started the farmers market. There was one of the council member, I think is Doug Walker, believe, way back when, decided that the town needed a farmers market again. So he contacted the Fairfax County, and got it started. And originally it was under the Fairfax County Extension Office. And then it got transferred over to the Fairfax County Park Authority, which now but maintains all the 11 markets within the Fairfax County under their authority. There are 11 of them, as I mentioned, and Herndon is the one. And our day is, they gave us Thursday. So when Mr. Emmerich left the town, he figured that since I deal with plants and trees and shrubs and all kind of green stuff, that I would be a good choice to run the farmers market.
What times of Thursdays and how many Thursdays of the month and the period?
Okay.
Season.
Yeah, for the Town of Herndon, again, it's on Thursdays, and it starts May 5th, and it runs through the second Thursday in November. I'm not sure of the date, but it's the second Thursday in November, and our times are, we start at 8 in the morning, and it goes till 12:30 p.m. And that's a little different from some of the other markets. Most of the other ones go from 8 a.m. to 12 noon, but we're trying to capture maybe some of the lunch crowd that come down, because we're a weekday market, and we're a little bit smaller than the weekend markets.
How do you come about to get your vendors, and how early do they usually sign up with you?
Well, it's like I was mentioning, it's run through the Fairfax County Park Authority, and they pretty much handle all the paperwork and logistics.
Okay.
So what the vendors have to do is we have meetings in January. We have a vendor meeting that they come and they get all their information, like how to sign up and how to do it and how much it's going to cost them and what they sell and all that kind of all that good stuff. But there's a really good program called Manage My Market. It's online. Everything now is, computer.
Right.
Everything's computer. And it really made it easy for the vendors. They can sign up through this Manage My Market. And what they do is they sign up, they rate the markets, they pick which markets they want to be in, either out of all the 11. So that, let's say that they pick Herndon and they get all put on a list of trying to get into the Herndon market, because there's a waiting list, to get into the Fairfax County markets.
The vendors that they are participating in the farm market for Herndon, are they from neighborhood areas,
They have
states?
That's a very good question. They have to be within a 125-mile radius of Fairfax County.
Interesting.
So the Fairfax County farmers markets, and most of the markets in the United States are what they call homegrown markets. That means that the farmer or the farmer has to grow it himself.
I see.
They cannot purchase produce from somebody else,
Right.
and then bring it and sell it. So they have to grow it themselves.
Now, is this only for produce, or is it any dairy products?
Yeah,
any
there's
fresh
dairy.
meats?
Yes, we have 2 meat vendors for the town. One is called McCall's Ferry Farm. The other one is called the Lamb's Quarter, and they sell pork, beef, chicken. They have eggs, sausage, lamb. The Lamb's Quarter has lamb, and it's very good meat. It's very delicious.
And
Delicious.
everything that all these vendors are selling, anything that's perishable kind of things, do they have some kind of guarantee for the buyers that they come and buy their stuff? Is it safe to consume and things like that? Are they pretty much looking for those kind of things?
They are looking. The customers are definitely looking for that. They want that fresh. And the majority of the stuff, I would say almost all of the stuff, is picked either the day before or 2 days. No more than 2 days. They usually pick it the day before and then bring it in. So it's pretty fresh stuff.
What other things the vendor have beside produce and dairy or?
Let's see. We have what they call special things, like we have 2 bakers, Gracie's Pastry and this one called Sweet Thing, and they have good cookies, breads. They make these little pies, and it's very delicious. Very good
I
stuff.
bet.
Yeah, it's very good
what
stuff.
area, location is it happening in Town of Herndon?
Town of Herndon, we're downtown Herndon, down by the Herndon Municipal Center, which is 777 Lynn Street. And if you know where Dairy Queen is located in the town, or the Red Caboose, we are right there. So
Good
those
landmark.
if you know Herndon, you know where Dairy Queen is, and
Right.
you know where the Red
Good
Caboose.
landmark, yeah.
That's right.
And as far as the parking goes, would any consumers that come by have any problem of parking?
Most of the time, there's not a problem with parking. We have the big municipal parking lot over on Station Street, and then we have the parking garage underneath the Herndon Municipal Center, and the James Building parking lot by the bread company. And when it gets busy, parking is tough sometimes.
Well, I'm sure it's a wonderful market, and Thursdays at 8 o'clock until 12.
Until 12:30. That's
And
correct.
also, I guess we probably would like to get some of the stuff from your place and give some recipes.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be
to
great.
how to make things from the fresh produce.
Oh yes.
And-
We actually have chef demonstrations sometimes.
Oh, excellent.
People come out. They come out and they'll purchase the fresh produce or the meat from
Oh,
the
great.
vendors, and then I'll just give a demonstration.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. Any other information you'd like to give us about the
Well,
farm market?
let's see. I could probably give you some of the other vendors. We have one called Wigglesworth Granola. She has fresh granola. We have another one this year, a very brand new one called LAJ Foods. They're actually out of Leesburg, and she's a vegan. And she'll do soups and pesto and sauces.
Nice.
So that'll be very nice. And then also we have one called Wim Pop. She does popsicles,
Oh, how neat.
and the kids love those.
Oh,
The
mine.
kids just love those.
She does it right there.
No, she does not.
She makes
does
it and
not.
brings it in.
Yeah, she makes it and brings it in.
Oh, fantastic.
And let me see. I'm trying to think if that's all the special ones we have.
So
Pretty
do you
sure.
have any farmers or vendors that they bring fresh plants and flowers? Or
They do. Actually, that's a good question. They do, and especially in the springtime. Right now, when the market opens May 5th through most of May, they'll have hanging baskets. They'll have, if you're going to plant a garden, they'll have tomatoes in their pots. They'll have squash,
Herbs.
all kinds of herbs,
Fantastic.
basil, and all kinds of, they'll have cilantro.
Very good. So it's sort of one-stop kind of shopping.
That's
you
right.
come, you
That's
buy
right.
everything.
Exactly. That's
and
right.
you don't have to go anywhere else.
That's
for
right.
it.
That's right.
That is wonderful.
That's right.
And I guess pretty much we got all the information, and we would also announce it as far as the dates when it starts and when it stops. And we would like for you to come back again and give us any more feedback that you have. And I'm sure everybody would like to come out and enjoy themselves.
Oh, please come out to the farmers markets.
Thank you so very much.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Today, our guest is Mr. James Bourne from Farmers Lamb Quarter. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Tora.
Absolutely. We'd love for you to share some questions that I have to ask you and give us as much detail as you like.
Sure.
First of all, we'd like to know about your farm. I have read a beautiful, interesting history about your farm, a long, probably more than plus 3 centuries. Go ahead.
Well, my family stepped off the boat from England into Calvert County in the colony of Maryland around 1640, 1680. And another family, the Gant family, also settled in Calvert County, Maryland about 1690 and bought a piece of land up just below Hall Creek near the Patuxent River. And the two families married a couple times during the 18th century. And that piece of land is where we are now farming. The Lamb's Quarter is 145 acres, and it has been in the family since 1690.
Wonderful. Wow, that is wonderful. And what is your role as a farmer in that farm?
I own it. I work it. I'm responsible for everything that happens on that farm.
Share with us with some of the things you do day by day.
Well, I have 500 laying hens, 400 meat chickens called broilers. I also have about 50 sheep, 60, 70 hogs, a half dozen horses, some cows. So it's a varied agricultural enterprise. We have pasture, we have hay, about 80 acres of woods. Some of the things that I do on a daily basis is to feed all of our animals, the chickens, the hogs, making sure that the sheep have plenty of pasture, that the horses are watered and taken care of.
Now, how long yourself have you been farming?
Wow, I grew up farming. The farm was a typical Southern Maryland tobacco farm and had been that way since its inception in the 1600s. So I literally grew up in a tobacco field. I remember dragging a tobacco knife out into the field to help Dad when I was 4 years old. And that's how I was raised. Tobacco was king in Southern Maryland at that time. But times changed. And in 1983, it was a really bad year for the crop. It didn't bring that much money. By that point in time, I had gone to college. And my father decided that that was the last year he would do tobacco. So he transitioned into cattle, which we had always been raising, but he placed all of his emphasis there. I finished up with college, had a little career in law enforcement, and in 1996 I came back to the farm, and I've been farming since 1996.
So the transition between tobacco farming and now the farming cattle, sheep, cows, chickens, hogs, and horses.
And horses, and for 7 years we also did a vegetable CSA.
Oh.
Where we grew 5 acres of organic vegetables.
Like how many helpers do you have in this farm?
Right now you're looking at the sole helper. But when we were doing vegetables, I had as many as a half a dozen people helping me, and we had to. Vegetables are very labor intensive.
Right.
Animal husbandry,
yes,
you can do with a lot less labor, but you costs a lot more to do animal husbandry because the infrastructure buildup is so great.
How long have you been participating in Herndon's farm market?
This is my second year at the Herndon's Farmers
Wonderful.
Market.
Wonderful. And how is your customers? What is your relationship with your customers? Sort of good back and forth, you know?
Every farmers market that I do, and I do 4 different farmers markets, I seek to build a sense of community with my customers. It's not simply a product monetary transaction. I want to help my customer to eat better. I am convinced that the product that I have is the best thing that they can eat.
Excellent.
And, you know, in America right now, we're dealing with a lot of big healthcare issues, and it's not just the cost of healthcare,
Yes.
but it's our lifestyle diseases.
Yes.
Type 2 diabetes, obesity, just to name 2 of those. And those diseases are totally influenced by what we eat.
True.
So I look at the farmers market in particular as the gateway to eating healthier. At a farmer's market, you get fresh food, you get food that is not processed at all or has minimal processing. You're keeping your dollars local. Your food is not traveling from California or Florida or some distant place. But for the Fairfax County farmers markets, everyone has to be within 125 miles of the market that they're going to.
Right.
I'm 60 miles away in Calvert County, Maryland, and one of the closer farms that services the Herndon Farmers Market. So your dollars are staying local. You're actually shaking the hand of the farmer that is growing the food that's feeding your family. That's significant, and that's better health insurance than any other dollar is going to buy for you.
Well, we are very grateful that you are one of the self-conscious farmers that are feeding our people with good food. And what other markets do you participate in around Northern Virginia?
I do the Oakmar Rec Center Market Wednesday mornings from 8 to noon. I do, of course, the Herndon Market from 8 to 12:30 on Thursday mornings. From the Herndon Market, I go over to the Fairfax Government Center Market in the afternoon, and that's from 3 to 7 at the Government Center there. And then on Saturday morning, I'm at Old Town Alexandria Market, which is the oldest farmers market in America.
Yeah, and our Herndon Farmers Market is from May all the way to November. So that is where you will be coming back again and again until then.
Until then.
Yeah.
And then after the market ends, I continue my relationship with my customers by doing a weekly delivery service.
Fantastic.
Up into the Herndon area. Get on my email list.
You deliver?
I deliver.
Fantastic.
I type out a little thing every week telling you what's going on the farm.
So
and
please share us with your phone number and website.
well, my website is thelambsquarter.com. And all the contact information you can find right on the website there, the phone number, email address, etc. So that's thelambsquarter.com.
Do you have any customers that actually can come to your farm and pick up the things they want?
Yes, but in a limited sense, because I'm the only person there. I don't keep a farm store. So if my
Make
customers,
an appointment?
my customers can make an appointment, come out to the farm, see what we're doing, and pick things up there.
Well, I think this will almost wraps it up. And do you have also, I'm sure, a big blog? That's where I read about the history of your farm, right? Is that the same website?
That's the same website. At thelambsquarter.com, I do some writings, and they fall under the category of the essays. They're a little long for a blog, but I share stories about the farm, stories about my life. And if you're interested in reading some, what I think is some pretty fun stuff, check me out.
What is the address of your farm?
The address of my farm, physical address is 8121 Bourne Road, Owings, Maryland, 20736.
Is that the same spelling as your last name?
That's the same spelling
So
as my
you have
last
your own
name.
street there.
We've been there long enough. We own the street.
That is fantastic. Thank you so very much for coming and sharing with us.
Thank you,
I
Torin.
appreciate it.
I appreciate it
Take
so
care.
much.
Thank you, and we will see you next time. Today we have a recipe as how to actually grill rack of lamb. You need about a couple of herbs like rosemary, cumins, and you also need extra virgin olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And you would like to probably cut each rack of lamb from the corner of the meat into a sort of lamb chop, and marinate that with that mixture and leave it overnight or a couple of hours before grilling. And basically it becomes very nice and juicy. The grill should not be too hot. It should be perfectly slow cooking and not burning the meat, but actually grilling it. And I think hopefully you will try that, and hopefully you enjoy it. Hello, I'm Torin Chapman, host of Farmers Market. We have two wonderful guests with us today, Susan Sater and Mia Marin. They are both members of actually
Herndon
board
Reston
of
Fish.
Herndon Reston Fish. And thank you so much for coming. And you both are involved with SNAP. And this is what we like to find out, all the information we can from both of you. So Susan, would you explain?
Sure. As board members of Herndon Reston Fish, last year we started this SNAP program at the Herndon Farmers Market. And it's a wonderful public-private cooperative going on between the Town of Herndon, Fairfax County Parks, farm markets, and local charities, which Herndon Reston Fish is the local charity. We provide the volunteers and funding. What SNAP is, it stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. It's the program by the USDA to provide funds to help pay for food for families in the United States whose income is below a certain level. It used to be called the Food Stamp Program, and now everything happens on an EBT, which is like a debit card.
Right.
And those can be used at all grocery stores. Anywhere food is sold, they will usually take the EBT card, but farmers markets don't usually have the ability to accept those cards. So that left people who are receiving this money to buy groceries unable to resource the fresh local produce at farmers markets. So we come in, we have a contract with the USDA, and the SNAP recipient brings their card to our booth at the farmers market. They tell us how much of their money they'd like to spend at the market that day. We swipe their card and type it in. They put in a PIN number just like you would with a debit card. And we then give them wooden tokens to use with the farmers for the amount of money that they've withdrawn from their account. Now, on top of that money, we've raised funds so that we do matching money up to $20 every week. We will give them as an extra in matching funds. So if they take $10 of their money, they're going to leave with $20 worth of tokens to spend at the farmers market. If they spend $20 of their money, they'll leave with $40 to spend at the farmers market. And that helps their money go a little further because farmers markets can be more expensive than the grocery store.
Very true.
But the tokens are restricted, so the money that we're giving them as charity money is a green token and only can be used on fruits and vegetables.
At
the farmers market. And whereas the red tokens, that's their money from their card, they can use for eggs or meat, or they could also use it to buy plants that would be produce growing. So if they wanted to grow their own tomato plant, they could use their red token on that.
So not necessarily at food markets.
Only
just
at the farmers market. Only at the Herndon Farmers Market is our program.
I see.
Cornerstones runs a program like that at the Reston Farmers Markets.
Yeah, you told me already about who would be eligible for getting use of a SNAP, which is also similar as
it's the same thing that used to be called food stamps.
Food stamps. And how would they apply for Do they have applications anywhere?
Not with us.
Mia?
So we usually refer people to go to Cornerstones for counseling and to get Cornerstones to act as an advocate for them to get into the social system, the social network.
Yeah, explain
They
what
can also-
Cornerstone would be at. Is it like a government center?
Cornerstones is a charity that's local to Herndon and Reston and has offices in downtown Herndon and in downtown Reston, and it's like a neighborhood resource center. So they can provide, they have a food bank that can assist people with emergency food, and they have connections with the resource center of the social network for our local county, where they can provide counseling about jobs and counseling about what programs you qualify for, because there are other food resources like WIC, Women with Infant Children. That's its own food program, and we're not accepting that kind of at our program. But they're able to counsel people about what they would qualify for and how to get into these different programs.
So they could also just go on the web to usda.gov.
Okay.
And there's information right from the homepage about the SNAP program. You can find a list of what qualifying incomes are.
Okay.
And how to apply. And that can be done through any local town government. Through the Herndon government, there'd be resources also. But usda.gov is the main website
USDA.gov.
that they'd want to go to.
Excellent. Now, is there any other information that would be useful for the users? By the way, I'm sure the viewers know that Herndon Farmers Market is every Thursday from 8 to 12:30. Now, they come and get the coupons, as you said, from you at your table. Could they also use that in any other farmers market in Reston, Herndon?
Please don't.
No,
So it's just Herndon.
and it's printed on, they're wooden tokens, and it's
I
printed
see.
on at Herndon Farmers Market.
Okay.
So our farmers, our vendors have learned that there are ones that are marked Reston Farmers Market from the Reston Market, and we can't accept those.
Excellent.
Now,
Excellent
the tokens don't
information.
expire. We actually had some people come with tokens they'd saved from last year.
Okay, okay. Well, I believe that this was a wonderful information for the user. And,
Can I mention one other thing?
Absolutely, please.
Because part
go
of what
ahead.
makes the program work are the donations that help fund the matching plan.
How would they do that?
And anybody who's interested in donating to this program can go through our website, which is herndonrestonfish.org. And there are donate buttons right there on the website, and you can specify that you'd like it to go right to the SNAP program. Our main donors have been members of the Dulles Chamber of Commerce. They've been very generous with us. Inova Hospital System. And Wholesome Wave has also given a grant that's helped us fund this. But we've been very successful. Last year, over $1,800 went through our program to the farmers market. So it also ends up helping the farmers, the small local producers and growers.
Because
who
these
run the
are
farmers
funds
market.
that these are a market that they wouldn't have been able to reach without
Right,
or the
absolutely.
tokens.
And we are delighted to have you both here and give us all that good information.
Thank
you
you.
so very much
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Thanks for having
we
us.
enjoyed having you.
Yes.